Kerrigan, the die is cast. This is the last day. Your swarm darkens the sky of any planet.
Forget Minsk. Forget all of it.
When we are done here, I will return to my people and accept their judgment.
Command, we've found Kerrigan. She's holed up in a Zerg base.
I made my peace long ago.
Consider it done. For ire. Indeed.
FSL Season 7 Playoffs is here. The bracket features 2 new divisions that allow for the distribution of skill levels for the players to compete with their peers, and then move up to the next level. Let's start with Code B. Tianpun plays Nachos, and the winner faces Revenant Rage in the grand finals to determine the Code B champion. The winner will then compete in Code A, where Hyper Turtle awaits. Winner between the two faces, Cyan. In the other bracket, we have Deepu and Little Reaper. The winner of that will then meet the other semi-finalists to determine the Code A champion. For entry into Code S, the Code A champion will then face Haki. Winner of that will face Lighthood. On the other side of the bracket, Frieden faces Grey, and then winner face Hurtentime. Winner faces the other semi-finalists to determine the Code S champion, and that brings us to the highest new division, Code S+. Winner of Code S will face Freedom. Winner will then face number 1, seed Dark Menace. On the other side of the bracket, Haruz faces Veils, then winner faces the defending champion Neutrophil. The winner faces the other semi-finalist for the grand finals to determine the overall FSL champion. In 2 vs 2 we have Memes and Dreams with War Bunnies and Greenpire facing Cyan Kitty composed of Cyan and Kitty Cat Gamer. In the other side, Zer featuring Haruz and Lighthood faces Polaris team of Instability and Caliber C. The winners face each other and then advance to 2 vs 2+. There awaits Valhurt, the defending champion of Veils and Hurtentime. Then the other side features Secondhand Lions of ET Phone Home and Pebble versus Churchill's Dentist of Deepu and Neutrophil. Then between those winners, we will have our 2 vs 2 championship. Let's go through the players and include odds to win it all numbers for fun. Starting with the toughest division, Code S+. In first place, the formidable Zerg Dark Menace has a 4-1 record, albeit not undefeated. Being in the top division means they have faced the toughest opponents. Their experience at this level should give them an edge. His odds to win it all is 22%. Neutrophil was tied with Dark Menace on the win-loss record, lost to him in head-to-head. He does have a better overall map score. He is the defending champ and his odds are at 20%. Veils the Terran was second overall last season. His rookie campaign was dominant. This season he has a positive win-loss record in the top division, indicates strong potential, though not as strong as the top 2. His goal is to win it all after coming in second overall last season. His calculated odds is at 15% into Code S we have. Lighthood, a rookie. He has an undefeated record with 0 map losses in a lower division may not translate perfectly to success in a higher division, but it does indicate a strong player. Odds are at 18% Hurtentime. Our mech player has a strong record in Code S, but would need to overcome both their divisional opponents and then adapt to the higher level of play in Code S+. Odds 10%. Now in Code A, Cyan has an impressive record in Code A. He has to go through multiple stages to get to the top, which makes his path to victory the hardest. Odds at 8%. Deepu and Little Reaper, both volatile and dangerous players, have similar records in Code A, suggesting they are quite capable of beating anyone at any given day. The odds are against them due to the number of matches they'd need to win to reach the top. The odds for each are at 3%. In Code B, the percentages are lower, but we can certainly hope for a huge run. Revenant Rage has an undefeated record in Code B, but would need to win against higher division players, a tall order. Odds is at 1%. And now here are the ones with less than 1% chances, but maybe, just maybe, they can pull a Rocky. From Code S+, Haruz, a rookie has a negative win-loss record in the top division, but still in the highest division. Odds, less than 0.5%. Meanwhile, the Terran player Freedom's record shows it would be a tough journey through the playoffs. Odds at less than 0.1%. From Code S, the Macro Zerge Grey, who has a positive record but lower than Hurton Times, odds at less than 0.5%. Frieden, a random player, has a negative record in the Code S division, suggests slim chances. While his luck of the draw is a factor, his advancing is odds is at less than 0.1%. Haki, another Terran rookie, has a significant number of losses. Prospects are not strong. Odds at less than 0.1%. From Code A, Hyper Turtle has a balanced win-loss record, but progression will be tough. Admittedly not in form, his odds is at less than 1%, and finally in Code B, Chienpon, given the record, moving up will be challenging, but not impossible. Odds at less than 1%. Nachos is a rookie who sometimes plays random, has a negative win-loss record. Advancing is even more difficult. Odds are at less than 0.5%. To the players, may the odds be in your favor, and if not, rewrite the narrative as we all love a Cinderella story.
Alright, playoffs is here. I'm here with Hyper Turtle.
Hello, everybody. We are here for an exciting night of FSL playoffs. We are waiting on one of our competitors for 2v2 who's got a little bit of audio trouble with his computer. It's going to be Greenpire and War Bunnies, also known as Memes and Dreams, against Karus and Lighthood, also known as Zar. So, yeah, I'm waiting to hear what the status of Lighthood is. Deepu isn't ready to play, but we've got a couple other matches involving him. One against me, and one with him teaming with Neutrophil against, I believe they're called Churchill's Dentist, and they'll be playing Second Hand Lion.
That's right, Churchill's Dentist. I don't really know if they answered the question as to why they're called that, but maybe you can
It's just I think it's just an amusing, like, old historical photo. We will definitely bring that up.
Yeah.
But right now, Deepu's out getting some dinner, I think. He's going to be available in about half an hour.
Alright, well, you know, we got our FSL soundtrack playing pretty loudly. If you guys are interested in that, we'll link that up. It's a Spotify playlist. But what do you think about the games, you know, the matchups? Who are your picks outside of the games you're playing?
Well, I mean, the game I'm playing is going to be a complete, well, what do they say, knife fight in a phone booth. And I don't know if either of us have shown what kind of knife we're bringing, so it's going to be very interesting. Churchill's Dentist versus Second Hand Lion. I think I'd give a little bit of edge to Churchill's Dentist. But E.T. Pone Home is very good, and Pebbles learned a lot from him. But yeah, I'd go with Churchill's Dentist on that one. That one's going to be, I think, a semifinal. The other two we're doing are going to be best of fives because they're grand finals.
Gotcha.
And boy, yeah, Memes and Dreams versus Zar. I'd give the advantage to Memes and Dreams. They've won in the past. Very competitive matches, though. It was 2-1. And one of the matches that Memes and Dreams won, I lost count to just how many hatcheries they killed, but it was quite a few.
All right, well, you know...
Okay, here, I think Lighthood just rebooted.
Yeah, maybe you can interview some of the players now. Let's bring them in.
I'll bring them all in, whether they can talk or not.
Yeah.
Moved up one from the last time. Oop.
Hello, 2v2ers.
Hey.
Hello.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, Lighthood. I saw that you rejoined the game, so at least your webcam's on. Can you hear us all right?
He just couldn't hear us, but he cannot talk, unfortunately.
Okay, well, I mean, hopefully you guys have been practicing pretty well. One of the things that Lighthood already clued me in on is Algeria does not change their time for daylight savings times. So it is actually past 1 a.m. where you're at, right?
Yeah, we don't have summertime and the other time. We
Yeah,
only have one time.
I've never made sense of daylight savings time. It's sort of a balance issue if you think about it. It doesn't make sense, but it's there anyway.
Are you guys?
Gigabodies.
How close are you guys to the equator? Not that close, right?
No, we're far. So far.
Yeah.
No, that's
Yeah.
pretty northern Africa, yeah.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we're in northern United States, aren't we, folks?
Yes. It's cold
Minnesota
here.
Barcraft. It is cold today. Definitely. All right, now, Gigabodies, you'll be standing in for Greenpire, right?
That's me. Ready to go.
I figured. Greenpire there has been giving me some good ZVZ tips. And so you two teams, you've both faced each other before in a very competitive match with a lot of dead hatcheries.
Yeah.
What do you think of going in here?
I don't know. I'm gonna try to snipe again, I guess.
I am too. I'm gonna snipe his hatcheries over and over again. He won't know what hit him.
You know, sometimes the best strategies are the ones they least expect.
I mean, if you see hatcheries in the map, if you see hatcheries in the map, please snipe them. It will help us very well.
Absolutely, and let's take a quick look at the map choices those hatcheries will be sniped on, win or lose. So what we have here, we are starting on Fields of Death, where we've seen some really interesting games, some of them very much including the team of Memes and Dreams, Riscallion, Emerald City. If it's still moving, we move on to Reclamation, and then if we go all the way to the decider, we got heavy artillery.
Yeah.
So what do you think the odds are we'll go the distance here?
Well,
20%?
20%? Right? I will take that. I will definitely take that.
Yeah.
All right, we ready to go? I've got you all in the party right now, and I know you guys don't want to stay up too much later, whether you're in Algeria or Minnesota.
Okay, let's
6
go.
o'clock now.
6:12.
Well, it's 2 a.m. here, so it's 1 a.m. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay up no matter what. I'm not going to bed at
all
7.
Right. Your kid won't let you, I know that. All right, I'm going to move you both into your separate groups, and I can't wait to see this.
Okay.
Alright, I'm showing the map selections really quick here.
Yes, indeed. Here, let me make you party leader. We are starting on Fields of Death.
Alright, yeah, we'll talk about the maps while I set up the... Or are you gonna... Yeah.
Well, Fields of Death is one of the craziest here. Arctic Dreams gets vetoed a lot, because that's the one where it's easiest to just double team one player. But Fields of Death, yeah, there's gold all over the place, there are pocket bases, it is a huge map, and there is a lot of room to maneuver around and to drop, so defending yourself in the long run can be very, very tricky the longer it goes. And I recall one of the recent matches, yeah, Greenpire is very good at staying active all over the map, including taking down some of the rocks. And boy, that goatee from Cruz. That is king. Okay, War Bunnies hasn't actually joined yet. One sec.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna show the actual map. And you can see that's the Fields of Death right there. They're joined in.
Yep, that's what I'm always doing, providing little tech support tips for War Bunnies. Hopefully the team of Czar can hear each other within that house if the audio isn't working quite right. At least the mic. I think his sound was working his earphones were working just fine. But there's going to have to be a lot of communication here. All right.
I believe we're all set.
Looks like it. Let's hit it. This is going to be a crazy match. I don't think the action is going to fall off a lot. I do expect the team at Zera to be a lot more active. I think they're going to be doing a lot more drops. They're going to be a little bit more active on the map.
Yeah.
If the team of Memes and Dreams are able to hold them off long enough to have a good Zerg ground force and a good Protoss air force.
Alright, this is playoffs 2v2 semifinals, correct?
Absolute. No, this is the grand final. This is the best of 5 2v2 championship. And the winner of this will take on one of the people in 2v2 plus. But meanwhile, in the lower left, we have our red Zerg. He is
Green Pyre.
and his partner, together from Minnesota Barcraft. The Red Protoss.
War Bunny.
He is. Yeah, there you go. There I am hanging out with him. Together, this team is known as...
We only have the intro for the players, not the...
Memes and Dreams.
Oh, I'm sorry. We do have that one. That one is a rare...
We have that one, yeah. We don't have Zar.
Yeah, exactly. So let's play...
They went to a lot of trouble for that poster, if we can bring it up, though.
There it is.
Excellent. And now, in the northern portion of the map, we have the blue Protoss. He is...
Harush.
And his teammate and brother, the Blue Terran. With the audio issues, he is
Light Hood.
He's got a new intro there he requested.
Yep, he did. He wants to look nice and cool. And together, they are there. Now, right away, we see some heavy walling off in the team of Zera. Making a couple of Reapers. Watch Lighthood's Reaper control. He is excellent with them. However, you know, it's a snow. If they don't snowball, if they don't end up building up more and more, then eventually he's going to have to just fall back. And a big thing is, this is a very large map. So, the longer it takes the Reapers to get there, the more defense there is going to be to meet them. Karus seeing if he can get a snipe on that Overlord. Green Empire being careful to stay on creep, where there isn't quite so much of a speed disadvantage against the Reaper. He is trying for a surround. That Vespin Geyser managed to get in the Reaper's way, but nevertheless, he escapes, and he can use the combat drugs to recover completely. Fairly early Twilight Council from Cruz. That's going to be his tech of choice. Meanwhile, War Bunnies is going with a Stargate. No surprise there. 3 Reapers against the Queen right now. The Zerg's assist, driving off. That Queen's getting pretty low on health here. Falls back, but the Zerglings trying to take the place. Bounces it and takes it out. That's a nice early victory for Lighthood there. That means there's going to be less larva early on. War Bunny's Stalker joins the defenses, so it's going to be a little bit trickier. And there is a Void Ray about halfway out. 4 Reapers heading up. And Metabolic Boost just finishes. Zerglings have speed now. Now they can actually do some work against those Reapers. Excellent grenades being held down. And he gets all 4 of them away. And all 4 of them, once they're out of combat for just a little while, they will start recovering health. Lighthood and Harus have each taken the pocket bases. Green Empire taking 2 hatcheries in the forward expansions. Probably leaving War Bunnies to take another Nexus back there. War Bunnies has a forge and an Oracle on the way. And we have a nice welcome party here. I think the Void Ray kind of gave things away. I think he could have done all the better if he'd stepped it back just a little bit and let the Reapers hop up.
I don't even know they can hop up on that ledge.
Oh, you're right. They can't.
So
They can't.
He didn't have to reveal. He didn't have
No,
to
you have to. You have to hop up into the natural area first. However, I don't think it's going to be any surprise that he has a Void Ray, though. They've taken this team on. These teams have taken each other on before, with Memes and Dreams winning 2-1. Blink almost done for Cruz. And we could have, between the Stalkers and the Reapers, an attack force that is very good at ignoring ledges. War Bunny's even going so far as to put a cannon down. And here we go. I think that Overlord's going to go down. Green Empire is supply blocked right now, as he's got his lair over halfway finished and a Roach Warren on the way. This is that early offense I was expecting. When Czar does their initial push, they like to make it count. And just taking out these Overlords, those have to be replaced. During this time, not only can't he make anything else, but he also has to spend Larva on them too. Pretty good defense so far between the Stalkers and the Void Rays. And Bruce is getting charged, just started. So right now, Lighthood and Bruce have to just kind of hang it outside. We do have some Marines in the base probably getting ready for a drop. I think what they would love to do, judging from what I've seen before, is to keep pressure in the front. While they're doing that, to do a Marine drop right in one of the mineral lines. So far, none of the gold bases have been taken. Dim is done. And we've only got our first attack upgrade going right now on behalf of Lighthood. Templar Archives, Baneling Nest. So other than... I was just going to say that Warbody is the main one going air, but now I see about 4 Vikings on their way out. Lings will try to surround, but they're pretty far away from the rest of the group. And of course, Harus is able to just blink out of that surround. However, there's Warbody's own Stalkers ready to greet. Harus is getting some work done. Oh, but I think those are going to get cleaned up, even with blink. Meanwhile, the Reapers hopped up but got driven away immediately by the Queens. And this is where Green Empire and War Bunnies start getting dangerous. When Green Empire has map control and can let War Bunnies just very comfortably tuck up to Golden Armada. Ooh, getting a tiny bit of lag there.
Yeah, we got a little bit of lag, but one thing while we're waiting on this is that the team of War Bunnies have expansion down at the bottom, a big advantage. All set up, you know, people set.
Oh yeah, I'm expecting there to be quite a bit of creep. In 2v2, of course, you got to make sure not to get in your teammates' way too much, but unlike some matches, there is not a Zerg opponent who can benefit from that either.
We're getting lag, so let's pause this a bit as soon as we get a chance.
Game pause.
Okay.
Okay, we'll come back until the lag settles. We have lost Lighthood.
Lost his web. Yeah.
But,
Did we ask
so
for their ping?
Yeah, go ahead and ask them. In the meantime, you know, the situation in the game.
Okay, he says he's all set.
He's all set. Okay. I guess we can.
Yeah.
Give this a try.
Okay, let's do the countdown then.
Game resumed.
So, state of the game is that, honestly, Lighthood and Cruz were not able to do any economic or tech damage there. They killed some units here and there, but they're a little bit behind in supply right now. Just a little bit.
Yeah, and the expansion setup is much better for War Bunnies.
Right. They've got their mains, their natural, their pockets, everything taken, and Green Empire takes the first of the gold bases. Now, I think it's going to take a really long time if those Reapers are going to try to break through this rock. No, it's just clearing up creep. That's just fine. And clearing up the creep there reduces the visibility down there as well. Oh, look at that. Free Empire already getting 4 more creep tumors ready to go, and he is going to try to, I think he's going to try to flank those Reapers.
Well, he doesn't know where it is, so he's looking.
Not exactly. He saw them, no, yep, he does. And once again, those Zerglings serving the purpose of stopping the Reapers from escaping while the Roaches finish bidding them down. War Bunnies, meanwhile, has taken another gold base. One that's a bit harder to defend normally, but considering he's going mostly air, he's probably going to be able to defend it just fine.
He's loving
Couple
the setup,
Archons.
man. He's protected.
Yep.
His bases are protected, except for the
Right. War Bunny is playing with them. He's constantly trying to lecture me about where my bases and expansions should be. And he's usually right. So, there you go. I think Green Empire is going to take down the rocks here and open up an additional path into the naturals. Well, so far... Oh, now he makes his move. Now, this is a point. Team of Zerarm.
They know
They're
about the gold and the carriers coming.
They do. And that's quite a few not Vipers, Vikings. I'm from Minnesota. I should know all about the Vikings. Ooh, okay. So, Green Empire is probably going to want to fall back little by little. Maybe leave some vials behind him. And he's also going to be warning War Bunnies that there's quite a bit of anti-air going on. However, War Bunnies also has a decent number of Void Rays. And those will do pretty well against the Vikings unless they kite them endlessly. Vikings do have more range. There we go. Oh, those vials on that Archon just went down in the blink of an eye. Vikings driven off for the moment. And here we go. Green Empire getting an excellent surround off Karus's army, although a pretty good Sonic Storm, but against Roaches, it's not going to take him out completely. And right now, the team of ZR are being driven back. The team of Memes and Dreams is getting more and more and more of a supply lead right now.
Yeah, it was weird, man. They were fighting 2 separate battles there, even though they were really close to each other.
They were indeed. And there we go. Green Empire taking advantage of where the rocks used to be. Green Empire does not have much in the way of anti-air, unless you count the Biles. However, War Bunnies is bringing Stalkers along. I do not think they have Blink, though. No, they do not. And here we go. This is on their territory right now. The Vikings, doing a lot of damage against the carriers, but pretty soon they're going to be gone. And even if they do eliminate that last carrier, right now, they're of no use anymore unless they land. And these naturals are going to be taking a lot of damage. Ultralisk attacking a lot of Lings on the way. When you have a map this big, it helps to have a unit that can run across that quickly.
Oh, what a great start for
and absolutely, and a couple of those Zerglings even make it into the main, but not lasting long in there. However, with the lead they have, economically and supply-wise, even if they can't finish them off at this point, they can keep leveraging this advantage. War Bunnies is rebuilding his fleet right now, but holding back for the moment. Retreating the Stalkers.
Good news about them expanding on the top first. This is a fresh base that, they don't really
Right.
use too much, I suppose. But that's the only good news.
Indeed. A Green Empire always likes to expand forward first, to get a little bit of a head start on the creep spread, and be a little bit closer to his opponents when he's sending Zerglings their way. Ooh, these Archons getting ahead of the crowd here. That might not be a good thing. Lot of, I think, Banelins being morphed. Yep, Banelins. So he very much wants to take out some Marines right now.
Yeah, it's a killing move.
Alright, and he's got a Viper with him too. Researching the last of his Ling upgrades. So far, Harus is the only person with +2 anything. He's got +2 weapons, but not +2 armor or shields. Pretty much everyone else has at least +1/+1. And these Vipers, yeah, look at that. The cloud over the tank, rendering it useless. And I think this is going to be it. These carriers and Void Rays coming in. And the issue with the Vikings is they're mostly only good against the carriers right now. Everything else is a pretty good counter. We have the GG. The team of Memes and Dreams have taken the first match. This is the best of 5 since we are in the grand finals. And our next map will be Rascallion. So what we had there was some strong investment in early aggression that just didn't pay off. They never really managed to do any serious damage. They managed to trade a bit. They did not manage to take out much in the way of workers or attack. And from there, Team of Memes and Dreams just kept building up until they were able to just fairly... they had just the right army to take out those naturals and then lay siege to the rest.
So the first few attacks, right, kind of put him behind.
Right. Well, they didn't make enough. They didn't do enough damage. That was a straight thing. Okay, I need to invite Lightwood to party again, I think, or suggest him. Now, Rascallion, different kind of map, lot less open spaces.
This is a best of 5.
This is indeed a best of 5.
So they have plenty of opportunities.
Yep. They're only behind one map right now. Okay. Or what? Green Empire is saying, me versus War Bunnies. Go, 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 go. Green Empire, you don't get to hear him talk during game, but he's got a very unique sense of humor. Not necessarily bad unique, but definitely unique. Alright, I think we got everyone in now.
Alright.
So, Rascallion, kind of less directions you can attack from, less craziness with gold bases, and...
Let's show that map real quick. You can talk about it.
Oh, sure. Yeah. And also that very cute Reaper jump step, where the Reapers actually can get all the way up to the 3rd level if they're not keeping an eye on it.
Okay, you're ready. Let's do it.
Alright. I am ready. Now, I don't think either of these teams really tends to mix up their strategies too much, except on the rare occasion that Green Empire gets cheeky with like a proxy hatchery right in plain sight sometimes. But generally the strategy is pretty straightforward. I will get into that in just a moment, though. So, in the lower right, we have the Red Zerg. He is
Green Empire.
And his teammate, the Protoss. In the purple he is. No luck, no fun. Okay. And together, they are up one map, and they are called...
Memes Dreams.
And their opponents. The blue Protoss, he is...
Harus.
And his teammates. The Terran in the blue. He is called...
Lighthood.
Together, They are there. All right. Here we go. 2 barracks on the way from Lighthood. He is walling off the front. War Bunny is not interested at all in being surprised by any Reapers or anything else that's snuck into that area that not only has a step leading up to it, but also has sight blockers. So this is interesting, though, because that means no walling off at all on behalf of War Bunny. It's always a little bit tricky with a Zerg teammate since you got the creep in the way. So either one player can build a building there, or if that's the case, one player can't.
So I just remembered what happened in Game 1. Lighthood spent a ton of money and attention to those Reapers, and I don't think they did enough.
Yep. No, I mean they got a queen snipe. After that, it was just increasingly diminishing returns. We have a third barracks on the way.
He spots it right away.
Uh-huh. Well, that's the thing. Aside from not wanting Reapers to surprise him there, he did not want any hidden pylons there either. War Bunny's pulling quite a few probes, but he has see Hearst doing very good walling off where the cannons are.
Oh, I don't know.
He's really going to want to make sure. He's going to want one probe probably chasing the other probes.
Yeah.
Zerglings come in though.
They should have chronoed a stalker, put a shield battery, and then they won't advance.
Maybe. Reaper's coming in to support this cannon rush. There's only one cannon.
You have to focus on that cannon. I think they'll be okay once they clean it up.
Yeah, that's still going to last for a little while.
To help clean up that cannon.
No, he ended up chasing that probe away.
Yeah,
now that shield, right? That cannon is going to start recovering shields, and it could potentially even reach that cybernetics core. Although definitely pretty far from the nexus.
There is no probe, so maybe that's okay.
Yeah, they managed to clean those up. More Reapers on the way. Coming from, I believe, yep, 3 barracks. Yeah, I mean, this is going to be an annoyance, and they're going to have to spend extra minerals, and especially larvae. Yep, there we go. That cannon's going to be going down pretty quickly now, and then there's the 2 pylons that they'll lose supply from as well, and we have a little bit of lag again. Keep in mind, the team of Zier is all the way out in Algeria.
Yes, indeed. They are...
Whereas we got Green Empire, who moved away from us into New York City, but War Bunny is still right across the alley from me.
Oh.
Was that a GG, or did they disconnect?
I think it was a disconnect thing, because I still see a GG, so we can resume from replay.
Okay, here.
But
yes, there's your geography there.
While you're sorting out when they're ready, let me know. But I'm showing the map so you can see where they are. East Coast
yeah,
is
here.
probably the best for them based on the map.
Here. Algeria, just a little bit southeast of legendary Casablanca. Okay, so we lost Harus. Lightwood is still shows is in game. I think Harus is trying to restart the StarCraft game.
Yep.
Here, let's do party.
Alright, let's bring you in to the chit chat.
Yeah, we lost both their cameras too, right?
Yeah, they're completely gone. So.
Yeah. I'll leave Whisper here.
I don't see the recover game from replay. Well, I think you have to watch replay first, and then
yes.
Recover.
And you have to do that as a party, I think.
Yeah. Well, they're not here. There's 5 more party.
Yeah. Green Empire is stepping away for a moment anyway. We'll see what happens next here. And this has been quite the week of quite the week of internet stuff. When we were first logging in, getting ready, I actually noticed that there was even some BattleNet issues today that were reported. So, So Lighthood says we surrender. Internet is bad.
Oh, you're gonna surrender the whole thing?
And his dad said, "Shut the PC down now." Okay.
Well, I guess that'll be the anticlimactic end to their playoff run. They are forfeiting, basically.
Yeah, they are. A combination of issues, both network and family. So, I mean, that could happen.
Well, now let's bring in the next.
All right. Well, let's bring them in anyway.
Yeah, let's bring him in for a chit chat.
Okay, so Lighthood says we surrender. Internet is bad, and our dad said shut down the PC right now.
Okay.
So I guess you can't argue with that either way. They've decided to forfeit. So they say GG.
GG to them. They played well both games. Their Cannon Rush, I think we had held.
Yeah, I don't think they expected to have that many build-ins in the blind area there.
I've been Cannon Rush there in the past.
You could tell. You could kind of hear the trauma ringing as you were moving your probe over into that spot. Not to mention the Reaper jumps too. Yeah, first game, what we saw was that the Reapers, they managed to snipe a queen, but after that it was really diminishing returns, the whole push.
Gree actually noticed that we could trade versus the Protoss's army. He's like, jump them. And we did. They got my Void Rays, but after that, we...
Well, it was a big investment in Vikings, and once the Vikings had finished off your Air Force, well, what are they going to do? Land in front of Zerg?
I switched. I had a pretty good ground switch ready to go on that. So yeah.
Oh, you already had a good number of stalkers and zealots there.
Yep, that was the plan.
Yep. So very well done, and that means you are going to be moving on. You are the 2v2 champions. First of all, congratulations there.
Thank you.
It's Giga Bunnies. He carried me.
Yeah, well, you get enough bunnies in one place. What happens?
More
the
bunnies?
Garden goes down. Yes. So what that means is, aside from being the 2v2 champions, you also will move into 2v2 plus, and your first match in the playoffs there will be against our own KJ Freedom and Little Reaper.
Oh, that's
Bring us the
Little
boy.
Dom.
Yeah.
The boy.
There you go. I see that. You're entering the 2v2 plus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Are you scared?
I'm scared.
I'm not scared.
Or Bunny says.
Scared, but the winner of this would face Vale's Hurt in Time.
That's Vale's Hurt in Times that's a very good team. Yep.
They're the champs from last year, the overall champs.
Yep.
Yeah, Greenpire, you were actually in Discord chat with Vales just a little while ago. Was there any trash talking ahead of time, or are you waiting until the night?
No, you just listened to me lose all my MMR that I got last night.
Ah, yes. What goes up must come down.
That's exactly right. Isaac Newton is strong in my ladder experience.
Oh, I believe it. Here, okay, and Deepu says he is ready.
All right, next match
let's
right
see.
there. You're sewing the bracket there.
So are we playing? Are we moving on tonight, or do we play
Not
again
tonight,
later?
No.
Okay.
No, you're all set, so you can have yourself a nice dinner.
Woo!
Yeah, you can watch your competitions.
I watch everything religiously, so.
Nice.
Your wife does too. That's what impresses you. My wife never watches me, and I'm
she
the.
knows War Bunnies' strategies.
Oh yes.
Oh, you bet she does. In all kinds of life circumstances, but yes, especially this. I think she's probably one of the most knowledgeable people about StarCraft 2 I know of. That's never once played, never will.
Great. Now you got another thing in your ear. You're like,
Hey, Bridget, this one's for you.
She'll mention things like that occasionally. Well, thanks for the games. I look forward to playing another child. This one with an adult this time, but we've had a run of children, so.
Cyan, not an adult.
Yeah, but the kitty cat gamer counts as a child. So we.
Ooh, fighting
Yeah.
words. All right.
Yeah. So.
Good
Toxic
job, guys.
bunnies.
Congrats
Yep.
on winning.
Good games.
2v2
And hey, they
championship.
played the Haruz and Lighthood played really well.
Yeah.
So.
We'll just
Yeah, I
have
hope.
to bring him over here for a LAN match.
Yeah.
From Algeria.
Okay, if you're buying the ticket, I am all for it.
Or we can do a Side Storming Algeria.
Well, or you could do one in Europe, and at least they wouldn't be cross server.
So it looks like the next match will be the 2v2 plus match.
All right, Deepu, Neutrophil, ET Phone Home. I'm showing that bracket right now. You can see it right
Oh
here.
no, ET Phone Home. It's a pun.
Yeah.
All right, I will see you around. Memes and dreams. Meme and
See you
dream
next
you later.
time. Yep.
All right, so let's bring in the next set of players here.
All right here. We have the first of our 2v2 plus matches. This will be the team of Secondhand Lion versus the team of Churchill's Dentist. Now, we were looking at the photo. KJ Freedom actually very much wanted to ask, where does the whole Churchill's Dentist thing come from? What inspired that name? And I don't know if Deepu is actually... Oh, there you are.
I think we just did... Here, I'm getting the cameras up right now. I am having problems with my browser.
Now, this being Churchill's Dentist, are those cameras going to include any X-ray machines?
No, I think we did it. We both were playing some like World War II video games over the past year together, and so we were like, "Oh, we'll be funny," and then we picked on. We chose that. 'Cause I think that would be the most funny, and yeah, you know what I'm saying. It's a funny joke.
Yep. All right, and then we have Secondhand Lion. I have, you guys haven't played for a little while. Looks like we're still doing the map vetoes too. Secondhand Lion gets the next pick.
Yes, there we go. Just updated for me. Okay. Yeah, we got a little bit of practice in tonight. I finally got a job after been on like a 5-month search, so been pretty busy this week, so we didn't get to practice as much, but got a little bit in, so hopefully we'll do all right.
All right. So, pretty much ready to go?
Yeah, hang on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we getting Pebble on the video?
He does not have a camera. He's back over here. Let me see if I can make him appear in my background.
There he is. Say hello to Mr. Pebble. But we do have his intro. So.
There we go.
And KJ, if you could leave the current party.
Okay, there you go. I should be on video now.
And Pebble, if you don't mind us asking, how old are you? It was coming up earlier.
1 sec.
Yep.
I was gonna say, his audio is not working in Discord. Go ahead and check your devices. 1 sec.
Deepu wants to know if
Well,
it's
while he's
alright
working
if
on that, he's 13, right?
Okay, wow.
Yeah, turned 13 like literally yesterday. So birthday match, basically.
Oh, wow. All right. Well, if you want to get him a good present, I bet making it to the grand finals would be one of them, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's basically what he hired me for, so we'll see if I do my job.
All right, shifting these around. So Pebble needs to accept the party invitation. And
just join in.
Yeah, here's the boom.
Okay, can you hear now?
All right, great. So happy birthday, first of all.
Hear anyone?
You
Okay,
are
well,
a teenager, and you know what teenagers do? Teenagers play a lot of video games, so you're on the right track.
that they do.
Okay, we're coming here. I'm going to take a quick look at the map picks. So we are starting with Fields of Death once again.
It's kind of interesting. I feel like Fields of Death was like an instant veto for the first like season or two of this, but I see it a lot more now.
It's a tricky one, but I'd say it's at least more popular than Arctic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I think Pebble still needs to join the party.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, excellent. All right. Any more words before you go in?
Good luck.
Yep.
Good luck. Good luck.
All right.
Good luck.
And this will be a best of 3 since this is
Yep.
a semis. Here you go.
Okay, got everyone divided up here. Yeah, the Molten Fields of Death. Gotta figure this is a little bit inspired by the campaign mission of the lava. We tried that Now, at the bottom of the map, we have the red Protoss, and he is
Neutrophil.
And his teammate, the red Zerg, he is called
Deepu.
Together, they are
Churchill Dentist.
at the top. We have the blue Zerg, he is and his teammate, already up to some mischief, we'll get to in just a moment, the blue Terran, he is
E.T. Phone Home.
Together they are Second Hand Lion. All right, so this proxy barracks, not much of a secret there. We saw quite a bit of pinging going on. They knew that SCV was pretty early. Little bit tricky. The SCV will randomly move around the barracks, and if you're attacking it with something like a... Oh, wow, okay. Well, that's one way to get it done. Hopefully you get the... he's going to want to get at least some of those back to work.
Yeah.
I don't know how much damage they can do before something pops out of there.
I think he's damaging himself by having 5, 6 of them here. He needs to go.
Right. Yes, he wants to have the Zerglings ready.
Because one Reaper or one Marine ain't going to do that much damage.
Exactly. I think this proxy barracks is going to do more damage from lost mining time than it is from any actual attacks it does.
Yep.
Pebble is taking the far natural base in the midst of all of this. Oh, and we have a Reaper. And you see, if you have the drones right out there, the Reaper can just keep chasing. He does kind of sacrifice one to give the others some time, although Reaper does not quite take the bait. Oh, and it looks like that sacrificial drone might even get out of there. We will see. No, yes, no. No. Oh. Poor one out.
Neutrophil should have sent the Zealot down to help out those drones escape, but he went back worried about the Reaper hopping.
Right. No, the Zealot wasn't going to catch. A slow Zealot and slow Lings aren't going to catch the Reaper. However, the Stalkers Those can do pretty well. E.T. Pone Home is taking his barracks home. And I think this Reaper right now is more just there to scout around and see what they're dealing with so far.
Yeah, and now he's in the domain of Neutrophil, who's an expert Protoss at this, right? This is normal early game stuff.
Neutrophil knows his Protoss moves, yes. And they're even kind of keeping an eye on that barracks to see where it's headed. Deepu also doing nicely, although the those two overlords, would be nice if you split them up so we could actually keep an eye on more things.
And now they're going to be forced to move.
Yeah. Right. He might want to move them both in opposite directions, maybe. Here come the Zerglings. However, they're going to be, between the Queen and the drones and those Zerglings, they're going to be a little bit outnumbered. Robo is both Robo and Twilight Council are coming out from Neutrophil. One of the Overlords does go down. Deepu not quite supply blocked. He does still have a little bit to spare. Roach Tech on behalf of on behalf of Pebble.
Yeah, a rough start here for Deepu, but
yeah,
they're still okay.
Yeah, on the plus side, it could have been a lot worse with that proxy, but it could have been a lot better too. Just if they had just hurried something out to defend there. Blink is being researched by Neutrophil. Immortal almost out, and we have Roach Speed, I believe, and Mac from E.T. Pone Home.
Yeah, E.T. is playing Terran. Usually he does the Zerg, so it'll be double Zerg, where he can kind of, take advantage of each other's Zergies.
Yeah. Well, I've noticed a lot of Protoss right now like to have at least a few Hellions out just to see what they can get done. But at this point, Deepu's already got his Roach Tech, and Pebble researching Burrow. I'm curious where that's headed. And Deepu also researching Burrow, I just noticed. So we could have quite the tunneling claw fight here.
So
Warp Prism on the way.
But I wonder if he'll go to
Yeah.
the mobile Cyclones.
It'll be interesting. Some people have really been enjoying the new Cyclones. Some people have just kind of shrugged them off and at most make one, just for a little bit of extra mobile defense. Now, Pebble, meanwhile, he's going to be benefiting from this gold base right now. And we're at this point in the game, you can also give resources to your teammates, so they can both potentially benefit. However, this is going to be a pretty heavy push. We got a bunch of Stalkers of the Warp Prism, and we have Roaches. So I don't know if this gold base is going to last long. These Hellbats are not going to do that great against armored units. And that's pretty much all there is. Yeah, and they're on siege two of them on siege right now, so he's on top of all of them. Yeah, we have a GG just like that. They were not quite prepared for that push. Everybody says go Pebble, and Matheson says go Pebble. Is that a new strategy? It sounds like a rock solid plan. Okay, there you have it.
That was fast because they were not ready for that big.
No, they.
Neutrophil and Deepu's like, look, we're gonna make units and just go.
Yeah, we got people. Neutrophil kind of laughing that one off. Sure, him and Deepu are having quite the conversation right now.
Yeah,
if we could get it checked.
They didn't expect that gold easy kill there, and then they went down, so.
If we could get it checked, if we meant to go random in the future, before match starts, that would be nice, lol. I'm not sure what he means. So, did ET not mean to go Protoss?
Terran?
Oh yeah, here. We'll check. So that's interesting. No, I guess he just hadn't quite noticed.
Yeah, I mean we.
You know.
In the future too, they can pause, right?
No, immediate.
All right. Well, that's game one.
That's a mistake. It is game one, and he chose to roll with that. He chose to do the proxy barracks and make the most of it. Yeah, but either way, yeah, that one counted. They did not They did not let us know that there were any mistakes going on, so
Not only
we're
that,
just gonna roll
you know,
forward.
not only that, they did pretty well to start. It was just that
Yeah.
push, that really got it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to make note of that. See if I can get Deepu to overreact to something going forward myself, because we will be taking on each other up next. So Zerg and Zerg.
Okay.
So I think what we're gonna get now is a lot of creep. Both Pebble and ET Pwn Home are going Zerg. I guess last time ET accidentally went random, so.
Alright, game 2 is on heavy artillery, guys. Here you go.
Alright. Get right into this. This is a little bit easier of a map to defend initially until you actually have to expand. But I don't think Deepu and Neutrophil are really going to be going for rushes. They're going to try something solid or something very goofy. Now, in the upper right, we have the red Protoss he is. And for the record, he always does the HF before the GL because he wants to be different. And I salute that. His partner, the red Zerg he is.
Deepu.
Together they are
Churchill Dentist.
and their opponents. The bottom left, we have the blue Zerg he is.
E.T. Phone Home.
And his teammate sitting right behind him. He is the blue Zerg, another blue Zerg he is. And what do we have? We got a probe, but so far it's just scouting around. And pretty similar starts for all three Zergs here. Although E.T. Pwn Home is taking the first... I don't know. I guess they're all just working off of two hatcheries. E.T. Pwn Home... Oh, Deepu expanded back. He's the only one who did. Wait, Neutrophil... Yeah, Neutrophil's Protoss. So he's just building up.
In this situation, as Protoss, you actually want to expand in the back, and the Zerg gets the 2 front, just so that they
Exactly.
get going.
Yeah, you got an early lead where you spread your creep, and it's not getting in the way as much.
Yeah,
It's really interesting how you have to...
You need the Protoss somewhat safe, right? Because they're in trouble.
Right. Although he is choosing to go with the walling off route. But yeah, creep, such a headache sometimes in 2v2. For E.T., Pwn Home, and Pebble, Secondhand Lion, both of them benefit from any creep. But Neutrophil can potentially, have some enemies who also have speed advantage, even though it's his teammates' creep, and that creep can also get in the way of him building up. Neutrophil wants to wall off Nat, I guess. Yep, indeed. And howdy to you, Vales. Alright,
look at that. Front third for ET.
Mm-hmm. Yep, taking it pretty far forward. And I'm curious, yeah, the only player who's researching Zerglin speed right now is ET. Both Deepu and Pablo are going straight up to Lurtak. Queen, just kind of keep making sure that Overlord stays a little bit further back. So, yeah, this could be very interesting. We've got that wall up front that the team of Churchill's Dentist can definitely take advantage of. But I find it very interesting that we got 2 different players. I don't know. I mean, I think Roach from Pebble, but I wouldn't be surprised at all if Deepu is going for one of his very agonizing...
He's got an Evo chamber, so what does that mean?
I don't know, but I'm still pretty sure that he's going to try for Swarm Host and Nidus, just knowing him. And they do know about that expansion. Quick +1, yes. And Deepu is at least making a couple of roaches, but Yeah, we own neither Deepu nor Pebble has researched Ling Speed. And we have quite a few Lings working on those adapts. Adapts are very nice against Lings if they manage to wedge themselves in.
Yeah, Pebble's not getting speed Lings because he's going roaches.
Yep, and, definitely the same thing for Deepu.
Yep.
And one of the things, Zerglings do not do a lot of damage with roaches, especially when they've got the armor. Oh, look at that! One Zergling kind of squeezed through him. Yeah, they're going to want to back up.
Neutrophil's in charge of the wall.
It's interesting with Pebble and Research and Burrow. I mean, I don't remember him actually burrowing anything last match, but he is going Burrow again.
Burrow. That's pretty cool.
Yep. I'm not sure if that's just going to be to heal or whether that's also going to get Tunneling Claws as well.
There's a Robo with the Observer already flying out, so
I
mean, that's just part of Neutrophil's safe build, I suppose.
Okay, I think that was just talking about where to expand. Yeah. And yeah, Burrow also being researched by Deepu. Yeah.
I don't know why Deepu's getting Burrow. Maybe he plans on doing the same.
I think it's just for healing. Roaches when they're burrowed, it heavily increases how fast they heal. So even if you're not going Tunneling Claws, which Pebble is, it can be kind of almost the equivalent of Blink as far as saving your units go. It can be an alternative to changing them to Ravages.
Yeah, I like Burrow
And right, and we're seeing something very similar to last match. We were seeing Deepu getting way ahead of his teammate. But yeah, we have Adapt, Stalkers, and an Immortal backing up the group. E.T. Pone Home was looking at surrounding, but ended up thinking better of it.
Yeah,
we do have the Warp Prism.
Ready, but this is a lot of stuff I prefer.
Mm-hmm. And that's interesting. Even though he does have Burrow, he is choosing to morph them into Ravager eggs instead. Still, I think the team of Churchill's Dennis seems to be having an advantage. The Queens are going to be a difference maker here, though.
Yep. They're ready this time. They're not caught off guard.
I thought I heard one of them Burrow. But,
I wonder if they know there's an observer.
Yeah. Well, it's like, even if they have detection, the increased healing is a nice way to save the Roach. And I don't believe they prioritize it as much if it's burrowed as well. Oh, look at these. Yeah, no, there's a bit where the Observer came in handy. And we just lost a few Roaches for nothing. Roaches cannot attack while they're burrowed, even if they can move.
You know, Neutrophil only has one Immortal this whole time in this battle, right?
And it survived, yeah.
Yeah, but he never really added. A second one's coming out.
Right.
Way back there.
It's interesting. It's very in your face. I'm not really seeing a lot of fanciness here, aside from some blinking. A lot of corrosive biles, a lot of healing, a lot of, what do you call it? Transfuse? Yeah. And they are reaching the end of the creep, too.
But this is Blink Stalker.
Yeah. Right. In the end, Neutrophil, he's just not losing much. I mean, he did lose the Immortal, but... And those Stalkers, not only is Blink a great defensive move, it's great for chasing things down.
Oh my gosh, dude. This is a pain in the butt as they're dealing with Blink Stalkers, but then imagine there's other Roaches helping out too.
Yeah, and they're all out of Queens too.
It's hard for me to tell where Pebble's units are and where... I guess they're both going Roaches.
Yeah, they are. E.T. is the one providing the Queens, but they are running out.
They're running out of steam here. They're getting outnumbered.
Yeah, I have to fall back. And that Warp Prism, of course, keeps things appearing right there, right where the battle's happening.
This is a good strategy by Neutrophil and Deepu. Just, you know, there's two on two fight. You know, ET can't micro everything, right? They're forcing him to kind of do everything.
Right. And this... Okay, yeah, there we go. Deepu healing quite a number of Roaches there, actually.
Oh no, here comes the
Only gives them a little bit of time, but still. A little bit of health goes a long way. Zerg, of course, do naturally heal gradually, but for Roaches, that healing gets sped up immensely when they're, dug in. And that can be especially handy in between skirmishes. Just have to remember to pop them out again, that's the big deal. Sonic Storm is being researched.
So you know there isn't an overseer or observer here. He can actually sneak in there and surround them. He doesn't know that.
Yeah, well that's the thing, and there is another observer just about reaching the battle.
Yeah, and he was fighting without the spines there for a while.
Right. On top of all the blinks, these roaches are just doing a great job absorbing the hits.
Oh, and there's a blink forward. He feels like he has it, man.
Oh, you bet.
This is gonna be close.
Bunch of queens being sniped. Oh, I don't think this is gonna be that close.
The problem is there's 2 immortals.
Right, and there's more stalkers warping in right there, although they're being a little bit distracted by the extractor. We have a GG! The team of Churchill's Dennis moves ahead to grand finals.
For ET Phone Home, because they got pressured immediately, and so since he's had to do the control, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll have to ask him about that.
Well, they're right here. Yeah, so basically 2 matches where some very, very strong rogue stalker pushes, roach stalker pushes managed to just take the day. And I saw some very good micro on both sides. You guys were healing roaches by burrowing and by transfusing.
Yeah, I have
and
a
some
question.
really excellent blink micro. Yep,
I
go
have
ahead.
a question. ET, it's a tough time, carrying the load, right? You and Pebble, and those 2 guys, Neutrophil and Deepu, just attacked early and forcing you to have to make a move, right? Especially on that last battle. I mean, was that the struggle there? I mean, look, I hate it as Zerg dealing with blink stalkers as it is, but now you're dealing with both blink stalkers and some roaches. What was it going through your head on that?
Yeah, I think at 2v2, like one of the biggest weaknesses of stalkers is that they're pretty flimsy, right? But if there's a whole wall of roaches in front of them, then they just get to do a bunch of DPS, and you can't really go lings because there's roaches, so you're forced to go roaches, which are only good against stalkers if they're actually hitting them. So it's a tough situation, but they played really well.
I have one more question on game 1, real quick. Deepu did a ton of damage. I'm sorry, you did a ton of damage against Deepu with your proxy barracks, because he was attacking it with 6 drones for a very long time, and your Reaper killed quite a few. So it was a great start, even though you had revealed that you really didn't want to go Terran. So you guys had a great start there, right? But did you guys just get caught off guard by this massive push to your gold?
Yeah, I just shouldn't have even tried to defend the gold. I think if I had all 3 of those tanks sieged on the high ground, we would have been fine, because I'm assuming they were on like 2 base all in, basically. Maybe Neutrophil had a 3rd. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's just my Terran is leagues worse than even my Protoss. So I can do the openers decently, but trying to like keep all the macro going and everything, I'm just not able to do.
Alrighty. Well, congratulations to Churchill's Dentist. Neutrophil, can you hear us?
I can.
Okay, great. Yep. I mean, solid stuff. Not much fancy there. Burrow roaches, blink stalkers, and pretty much did the trick for you both times.
Yeah.
Okay,
The shoe fits wearing, huh?
Deepu, what was the Evo for in game 2?
Oh, I got the ranged upgrade, I think, right?
Ah, you got
Yep.
fast upgrade. Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah,
an
I had
excellent
extra
job
gas.
keeping those roaches absorbing the damage too. That ended up being very effective.
Did you 2 have a plan, Deepu, Neutrophil, for this match, or you just kind of like, hey, let's just see what happens?
I mean, that's that's pretty much it. I think we always try to do the 2 base timing attack. So I mean, it's not the hardest thing to pull off. So that was kind of just the plan. I was trying to figure it out. I'm on a new setup right now, and so we just try to keep it simple today.
All right.
And it worked out pretty well, yeah.
Well, congratulations, and ET Phone Home Pebble. You guys are actually a formidable force. You made it to the semifinals in the toughest division. So good luck to you guys for next time. And you may want to watch the video, because you do have an intro now, both of you.
Yeah, I saw the previews on those.
Cool.
For some reason,
Yeah,
I thought I'd
Steel.
taken care of that, and then I guess I just hadn't. So, my bad. We'll try and have something for next season.
All right, and you'll go to the finals. Deepu, Neutrophil facing Veil's Hurting Time, and the winner of them, and actually myself, Little Reaper, and 2v2 champ. So we'll see.
Yeah, there's I think 3 possible opponents going forward.
Yeah, it's likely the champs. But anyway, guys, GG's, ET Phone Home.
GG's.
Seeing you.
GG's.
Congrats.
Games.
Nutrico, congrats. See you guys.
Okay.
Goodbye.
GG's.
Jeez.
Oh yeah, Pebble. All right. So, what do we got?
Oh,
I think it's you. Isn't
yep.
it?
Yeah.
I think it's me, and I think it's a certain other person who stuck around for the last match.
There you go. He's the Punisher. He will make you you know, sweat. And he'll catch you off guard with some builds. He's one of the crazier Zergs we got. I guess I'm interviewing you guys now. You guys
Yep.
you
I'm
feeling
no
about
longer
this?
an interviewer.
Yeah, how do you
Oh, I got the butterflies. It's interesting because the leading up to the grand finals here, I wasn't really expecting to get very far because I've been focusing so much on the commissioner stuff, the other things. But
you made it.
yeah, now that I'm here, I really, really want to win. So
Yeah, you made it, man. Nice job.
yeah,
And
and here we go. Got Rainer here because some things
there
are
you
just
go.
fighting for.
Nice. Let's show that in the screen better. There you go.
Here.
That's cool. And so, guys, now that you've made it to the finals, Deepu, you made it to the finals a bit maybe 2 seasons ago, and you went all the way up. Like you just were on a hot streak. I feel like you're somewhat on a hot streak again. How do you feel about your form?
Yeah, I think I had a really good thing going. I'm a little bit afraid for this one. I feel a little bit awkward on the new setup. My computer broke over the weekend. So I've been having my MacBook set up with a monitor and keyboard and mouse, but there's a bunch of like weird things I didn't expect. Like I think somehow I have like colorblind mode turned on or something, and my buildings are like blue in the grid.
Yeah. I like
but
that, but you don't. It sounds like.
Yeah, no, I'm just used to like the green and the red one's bad. But I think last game showed, you know, I can still play with it. It's fine. I got a couple things in mind. Got I remember the last set against you and what happened, Mr. Hyper Turtle, and so I think I'm ready to you know what's to like adapt to it. I'm about to, you know, we'll see what happens.
Right. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. The winner of the finals, the grand finals, here in Code A to be the Code A champ, will go to the Code S playoffs, and we'll show that right here on screen. And it'll
Should be
face
taking on Hockey.
Hockey is the lucky opponent to take one of you two. So, well, good luck to you, both of you.
Good
I'll
luck.
see you guys on the other side. This is a best of 5. Plenty of time to adjust.
I will try to keep things interesting.
All right.
Well, good luck.
Good luck. We'll see you guys in a bit. All right. So they'll move them to the other chat while I load up the map. The first map is Gresvin. I will be casting this. I'm very experienced in this matchup, so I can tell you guys this is going to be fun regardless. The nuances I'll point out. And let's remove the other. So ET Phone Home was in our party. We cleaned that up. Now it's just Hyper Turtle, who is in Minnesota. And we got Deepu, who is in Pennsylvania, in college. So not too far. But East Coast is perfect for them. Guys, I just had the wrong people on here. We gotta get Deepu party and then invite to the game. Alright, apparently I'm very quiet, so I will increase my volume. There you go. Let me know how that goes, if that's better. Okay, alright. I think we are ready to go. Let us do it. It's a ZVZ. This is going to be exciting. This could be really fast. ZVZ is always like that. I played thousands and thousands of Zerg versus Zerg games in my StarCraft 2 life. So, it's a different beast altogether. Here you go. It's the grand finals. Code A in the top left.
Deepu.
It's a best of 5, guys. And in the bottom right,
Hyper Turtle.
okay, here you go. Let us do it. A gas and pool for Hyper Turtle right off the bat. He wants to be aggressive. Let's see. And Deepu looks like he's doing a normal build. Hyper Turtle's gonna be aggressive. Deepu normal. Little bit of a switcheroo here. Hyper Turtle will now get his expansion. There it is. So yeah, you know, Hyper Turtle is just slightly behind with that expansion. So there's something with the build here. Because Hyper Turtle already has his gas and pool almost done, right? The pool's almost done, so look at this. So something's very weird here. But I suppose, look, Hyper Turtle has 11 workers versus 15 for Deepu, so there, that explains the difference. Now, I don't know if this is defensive for Hyper Turtle. He isn't getting full gas. But you know, he has a very low drone count. So this almost looks like one of those, hey, I'm expanding. I'm doing a normal build. So he's trying to hide it. And look at that, he does. Okay, he did mine enough. That's what it is. He did mine enough gas to get speed now. And he'll be doing a massive, massive Ling Flood with speedlings coming up here. Deepu's Overlord actually doesn't even go towards the expansion, so he doesn't know what's up. But, you know, Hyper Turtle should not be showing these lings, actually. If you're trying to surprise him, you should have been pulling him back here. Because then if Deepu's Overlord sees, oh, okay, normal. But now he sees all these lings. Oh, he will see it if he had gone there. But, you know, Deepu's Overlord positioning isn't really ideal. So he's going to miss it completely. But he is making blind lings, and he's getting, oh, man, Hyper Turtle. A big mistake here if he loses that Overlord. And a big mistake for Deepu. He doesn't actually do anything about that. He is getting a Baneling Nest, but he could have killed that Overlord, that's for sure. More lings coming for Hyper Turtle. I really like the fact he's decisive and he has a lot of lings. Deepu is super unaware. And here it is. Now it's the punishing time. And look, these slow lings are going to get killed. Hyper Turtle should take this game 1. There is no Banelings being morphed. He's exposed. His queen is running back to his mates. He's gonna micro. It's gonna survive for now, but you know, there are 10 lings coming out. Let's see how much damage these lings will do. He needs Banelings. These are still slow lings. That's the problem. He does make the Banelings now, and oh, he chases it to fight, but then that means he's gonna lose all his workers. And yeah, Hyper Turtle should take this game pretty easily. He's down to only a few workers, and that would Autumn with that build. And we're gonna head into yeah, Deepu, his Overlord positioning was not good, so he wouldn't see all these lings, number 1. And, I don't know, his build just was not ideal for that situation, so he was completely blind to the massive lings coming up. So, that was the mistake there. But let's see. I mean, you know, the Overlord positioning is 1. Number 2, he did have a Baneling's Nest, but he didn't actually hide some lings in the back. He lost all 4 that he had up front. A little bit too greedy. You know, if you're worried about such a thing, or actually if you're a Zerg in general, just watch out for a Ling Flood, right? And he had the Baneling Nest, so he was pretty ready. So. Anyways, game 2 is coming right up. This is the Code 8 Championship in FSL Season 7. It's the best of 5. And Hyper Turtle is up 1. In the top right.
Deepu.
And in the bottom left.
Hyper Turtle.
Okay, let's see. Deepu was decisive. He was ready to fight. He wanted it, and that's what happened, right? This is game 2. Hyper Turtle once again. Very aggressive. But this time, you know, Deepu, he got bit in game 1. He should be a little bit more careful. Because if he had stayed back with those lings, morphed them into Banelings, he'd be fine. So, as long as Deepu doesn't get too greedy like he did in game 1. And his Overlord travel is actually correct this time. He should see the lings coming his way. And there's the pool. A little bit faster in the last. I don't know what happened here. I think there's a misclick by a Hyper Turtle. He did get the gas, but he stopped mining gas. And he didn't start the speed. There it is. He just needed more money. So, more minerals. Deepu's getting the gas. And the pool is about almost done. He canceled something here. A little bit indecisiveness here for Hyper Turtle. What's going on, guys? And let's turn up a little bit of the SC2 sound because okay, there you go. Deepu. What you doing? He's making a Roach Warren. Okay, Roach Warren this time. Oh no, Deepu's gonna use his Overlord. Unless Hyper Turtle goes back and injects like he did the last time. I would chase this. Chase this all the way. Oh, but he went the wrong way. And the other lings, Deepu should know it's coming. The lings are coming. He does make a spine. And he just needs to make roaches. He does make the roaches. This time he is ready for these lings. Hyper Turtle is all in. He only has 11 workers. Deepu has 17. And yeah, he just has to kind of fight here in this corner. He may not even lose this game. Yeah, he's microing. He actually could have killed that queen. And yeah, I think that's just it. I think Hyper Turtle is in big trouble now. He's way behind. He cannot kill Deepu. He would have to drone it. No, but he's making more. He has no workers. He has 11 workers. And Deepu is making more workers, which is he's right to because he can't be killed at the moment. Not by these links. Okay, Hyper Turtle is now droning again. So, yeah, he's still far behind 12 workers to 20. And he can't kill him because he's got roaches. Meanwhile, Hyper Turtle is making a spine, which is odd because he's the one that has the map control. But I guess he was worried about the roaches going forward. He's caught up a little bit in workers. He's 23 to 17 now. But it's an uphill battle. Once Deepu gets that roach speed, he may just push forward, and he's even confident enough to get at third base. Deepu with his slow lings, I don't think he's getting the speed at all. He's just gonna use this to scout. The lings are gonna go on the left side to see if they can do something or hide, but Deepu's Overlord's right there. He's like, oh hi. And look at that, Hyper Turtle makes a wall, but he's the one with lings. I don't think you need the wall if you're the one with lings, right? I mean, if anything, it should be Deepu that's making the wall, but he did catch up. He's down to a 5-worker deficit, so that's a good job for Hyper Turtle here, catching up on the worker count. And if one ling is going to try to do damage. Oh my gosh, Hyper Turtle takes the worker lead, 32 to 30. But Deepu does have a third base. He needs to kind of... Oh, but he's a little too far from it, and now he's just going to waddle his way all the way there. And it's going to take a ton of damage, but I think he'll save it. And he went way too fast. He is researching roach speed now. But he keeps running back here. Hyper Turtle with the worker lead. Nice job droning up there. He's just behind in the the third hatchery issue, right? That's the issue right now. And yeah, Deepu's gonna stay here now. He's like, you know what, let me just stay here. He adds 2 spore crawlers. He's expecting mutas, I think. Yeah, he has 2 spore crawlers. You know, he did lose that one game to Hyper Turtle's mutas. So he remembers that, and he's like, you know, I'm gonna make roaches and then get spore crawlers. And he is getting +1. Is that +1? Yeah, +1. The attack here. And getting range for his Hydralist tech. So he's gonna have Roach Hydra. Hyper Turtle is now getting a third base. Deepu once again takes the worker lead because, you know, he does have a third base pretty fast, so I need to saturate that next. Although he's not actually optimally saturated. If you look here, he has 8 workers here, 9 here, and 13 here. So his saturation is very odd. Quite a bit of roaches here for Hyper Turtle. He's not going mutas. He is going Hydras himself, and Deepu has Infestors coming out, so very nice. Deepu has the, you know, when he decides to fight, that's when we'll be able to tell what's going to happen here. I suppose Hyper Turtle lost his links because I don't see much anymore. Deepu with the slow links, he's gonna send the scout, maybe? Yeah, he's gonna send the scout. Roach speed is now being researched next. +1, it's already finished. +1 rain. Okay, here's the roach. And here's the link scout. Okay. He sees a lot of roaches. Good mix here of Roach Hydra for Deepu. Is he planning on going? No, he just wants to kill that Overlord. Free Overlord. Why not? He's got the Infestors, he's got Roach Hydra. It's time for him to move. But actually, Hyper Turtle wants to move. He's the one that wants to fight. I don't think you want to fight this. If you get fungal, there's no escaping. You're gonna die. Deepu does not know where the opponent is, though. In a good spot here for him. Oh, a lurker. Hyper Turtle does get a lurker out, but I don't think it's enough at the moment. He's gonna get one of them killed immediately. 2 more lurkers being morphed. Deepu's gonna ignore this huge army, and he's gonna try to go for the kill. This lurker's gonna cause problems, but there is 2 spines here, so that might go down. Here it is, the big fight. What does Hyper Turtle do? He goes back. He goes back. He loses his Roach Warren. Let's see if he does any good fungals here. Does the first fungal, the second fungal, and the third. They all hit, and they immediately take the opponent to a lower health count. And the supply is 106 army versus 32. I think that's just gonna do it. Alright, game 3 coming up. We will be on Babylon. Zerg versus Zerg. Once again. Hyper Turtle came back on that game, but he was pretty far behind. It was an all-in that took forever to be an all-in. So, here we go, guys. Game 3. It's all tied up. The best of 5 here. In the top left. It's a much smaller map here. Bottom right.
Hyper Turtle.
Okay, so aggression on a smaller map. I think we just gotta keep an eye on the pool timing here. And what's okay? Pool gas for Deepu. He's gonna be aggressive. The first 2 games he went hatchery first. Oh no, Hyper Turtle. He's the one that's gonna go expansion first this time. And the gamble here by Deepu may pay off pretty quickly. Yeah, pool first with gas here for for Deepu. He isn't saturating the gas, so he's in no big hurry to get the speed just yet. He doesn't have the hatchery here just yet either. Yeah, I see it. And he's actually got so much. Okay, he's getting the baling nest, but he doesn't have full saturation on gas. If you're gonna do the baling nest, you want to get the full saturation. But I suppose he's gonna do he's gonna do a spine crawler rush with Lings. Hyper Turtle is going to see this. Spine crawler with Banes. But you know, one thing I would like Deepu to do is get three guys mining this. That's the mistake. Because you know, with speed and Banelings, you kind of need more gas, right? Hyper Turtle knows this is coming. Unless he wasn't looking at his overlord. This is the craziness that we expect from Deepu. Okay, so Deepu actually doesn't plan on getting speed. He's just gonna do it with Banelings. He's very all in here, of course. So he's gonna put down the spines and protect his Banelings with protect his things with these Banelings. Here it is. Oh no. Oh man. Okay, good move here for Hyper Turtle with a spine on the high ground. You can't lose the base down here because Deepu does not have a base. He doesn't know that, but you know, you can kind of assume that. But this spine is not burrowed. He's got to be careful here. Okay, he's gonna move it up front. He's gonna go with a Roach Warren. He is going to lose this base. Oh my gosh, he took it. Took the baneling hits, guys. A lot of pressure in this match. You can look at him. You can look at him. There goes that base. Now Hyper Turtle has a 7 worker lead, so he is in great shape. All he has to do is hold the ramp. He cannot let these spines up. Roaches will do great. So here it is. You can actually morph overload for this. Oh, he loses that. Never mind. Okay, and these spines will try to go up all together. He needs to block them. He cannot let these land or burrow. Deepu is all in on this. Roaches are coming out, or at least one. Here, you gotta block this. You cannot let this up. You cannot let this burrow. He actually has 2 queens that could help do this. Oh, the banelings are late! There they are. So he gets all 3 burrowed. Actually, I would have, oh man, I would have borrowed this way back here. He puts it in here. So let's see what he targets first. He is gonna get that first spine. These spines are gonna be a pain in the butt. He's gonna get that other queen. Down to 2 spines. The lings on the bottom haven't joined the fight just yet. He's forgotten the bottom. He needs to F2 down there. Oh, there's 1 spine. Deepu has not done enough. He forgot about his spine. He forgot about all these lings here. He's like, oh. But he does expand. Getting Hyper Turtle super scared. But not scared enough to not expand. And now he's gonna punish him with these roaches. He does have the worker lead too. He has 7 more workers. What can these 4 roaches do? Deepu wants to fight. So yeah, he's gonna fight him. He's gonna surround. Deepu kills 2 of them and gets another one. Alright, so it's down to 2. He's getting speed now too. Okay, so these Hyper Turtle is pushing forward, but I don't think he should. But I mean, he wants to pressure, right? Do not lose your roaches though. You're in great shape. You have the tech advantage. Okay, I guess we're gonna fight. Here he goes. He has to go here now before these other roaches get here. Here it is. He's gonna do this around. 1 more roach will go down, but there's still... Oh, man. You know, this is where you probably want to F2. If he had, like, rallied it down here, maybe he could have wiped this out. But now there's more roaches, and even more coming. He's going to bleed out here. Deepu can't afford this. He's down to... He does have speed now. Okay, he's going to have to pull everything. There it is. He's going to pull everything for this fight. Oh, but he's not fighting with the drones. He does fight with the drones now. He's going to lose a lot. He needs the queen there, too. I think he'll clean this up, but at a huge cost of all his workers. Oh, never mind. He doesn't even clean it up. Hyper Turtle is going to take the 2nd game. Let's show that map. Let's show the map. That's the map. Altitude. Altitude is a pretty open map. So, if Hyper Turtle takes this, he's the Code A champ. I think Deepu probably should just play a little bit more careful on this one. I wouldn't go all in anymore. is, guys. Game 4. Clinching game here for Hypertoll if he gets this. This is a best of 5, so Deepu needs this one to stay alive.
Deepu.
And looking to win Code A with this game right here.
Hyper Turtle.
Okay. If I'm Deepu, I would not all in. I would play safe. I think I have the better mechanics. His builds might be weird, but he has the better mechanics, faster and all that stuff. Hyper Turtle seems to have better builds. Or better, at least, you know, drone saturation and stuff. So, Hyper Turtle is going to play safe. And Deepu's going to play safe. Okay, we're going to have a normal game for game 4. This should be good. Yes, it's probably the most normal game out of the last 4. I'm thinking that we may get a game 5 here, because in the normal versus normal game, I favor Deepu, but we'll see. Okay, Baneling Nest here for Deepu. But no speed. What's the plan, guys? 21 workers for Hyper Turtle. So, if Deepu's all-inning with slow lings and a Baneling Nest, I don't know what this is. This is not gonna look good. And then he does add some workers, but he doesn't have speed. Deepu has, okay. Yeah, he makes Baneling Nest. I mean, he makes Banelings. He feels like he's the one being cheesed, but he's actually not. He's gonna see, hey, you know, he does have an expansion. Why make all these things? But he's gonna lose an Overlord, and that's a big deal. And now Deepu is gonna drone up. So I suppose he was just kind of guessing that, hey, you know, this guy might all-in me. But here's some Banelings. Let's see what it'll do. He wants to go... Okay. But he's gonna lose an Overlord. That's not good. Hyper Turtle's still supply blocked. He's been supply blocked. Deepu is also supply blocked now. Hyper Turtle's been supply blocked since he lost that first Overlord. And he is just now making an Overlord, so he just lost his worker lead because of that. Deepu does get his lair going. Roach Warren for Mr. Hyper Turtle, while Deepu is just adding more gas. Five worker lead for Deepu now. That's a lot of lings, banelings for Deepu. He wants to be sure. He does have roaches, so no Roach Warren here for Deepu. Oddly, he doesn't even have speed for his Zerglings. So I really don't know what his plan is, because he's gonna get an infestation pit. This is very dangerous with his game he's playing here. And yeah, he hides the banelings. They don't do any damage. The Lings will find out what is up. There's a lot of roaches, so Deepu needs to be ready for that. He is adding a Nidus network for what? Slow Lings? I'm confused. Oh, he's gonna go Swarm Host. He's gonna go Swarm Host. I think that's what he's doing. And that actually could work out. Because if you don't know how to deal with it, guys, the Swarm Host will just slowly whittle you down. There it is. There is a Swarm Host coming. Hyper Turtle is not looking to attack. He's looking to expand, and he's not going to be able to punish Deepu for this, this Nidus situation here. He is going to try to... Oh, he's going to put it here first. It's a bit far, but it could get the Roach Warren, which is super useful. More Swarm Hosts coming. He does get it popping up. Now, Hyper Turtle must be freaking out. He's like, uh-oh, what is going on? Where is it? Yeah, he's looking for it. He's like, where is it? And I wouldn't fight this. And luckily, he's not fighting it. But there are more Swarm Hosts, I suppose, coming. Deepu really needs some speedlings, though, because his guys are too slow. These roaches are going to try to punish. And it's a fresh base he can punish. What is Deepu going to do? See, Deepu expands, but he doesn't protect it. He should cancel this. Let's see if he cancels it in time. I don't think he's going to cancel it in time. Yeah, he loses 300 minerals. Not a good move. I think he needs his Swarm Host to defend here. You're gonna need your Swarm Host, bro. He's trying to do this with just those slow lings. He needs the Swarm Host. He gets it out on the other side. What's he gonna do? He's gonna die at home, though. I don't like this decision. He could have done the Swarm Host at the home. And he is actually just gonna attack. This is not a good trade. He's gonna lose his base. He's gonna be down to one base. And yeah, I think this is the end for Deepu. He's just made some miscalculations here with his attack. He just, if he had done the Swarm Host earlier and Hyper Turtle was correct in just attacking, because that was the big mistake on Hyper Turtle's side, right? Deepu's side, where he didn't have any speedlings, nor roaches, nor spines, and so he died to this. And a little too late for these guys. And yeah, that's gonna do it. Our Code 8 champ. Alright guys, welcome back. Let's see if we can get him on. I don't think they're on just yet. There it is. Alright guys, welcome back. Congratulations, Hyper Turtle, winning Code A. Deepu, you were doing some really unusual builds there, right? Very risky builds in the last game. Tell us about it.
Yeah, the last game, I think I invested too much, but also I think I'm used to having the third hatchery. Or maybe I was just doing my injects wrong. I feel like I should have had more larvae to make more stuff at home. But I've just been feeling off today on the new setup. So I'm like kind of limited a little bit on that and a little bit on, he just played standard good. Yeah. And I was trying some silly stuff, so yeah.
Got it. All right, well, you came far. You were a previous Code 8 champ, so it was good seeing you to the pinnacle again. Good seeing you this season. Hyper Turtle, how do you feel?
It was great playing.
Adrenaline rush is making me very, very dizzy. And, I usually don't think of that much adrenaline at this level, but yeah, I really wanted that, and so I'm gonna be heading down with my family and blasting some Queen since I'm the champion now.
All right.
Wow.
Yeah. Congratulations. I think this is your first Code 8 championship, isn't it?
It's my first championship of anything in StarCraft, except for one gold tournament that I won, and that involved at least one no-show.
Got it. All right. Well, you will be facing Hockey, and we'll see you next season, Deepu. You get a nice break, but it was good seeing you again. Your journey continues.
Isn't Deepu is still going to be in 2v2 plus? So
Oh, that's true.
You haven't seen the last of that guy.
He still got that going.
Yeah.
All right.
He has
All
a
right, well,
second
good games.
life.
Thank
so,
you.
Yeah, good luck
GGs,
with
man.
there, and
And
yeah,
good luck
thank you
against
so
Hockey.
much. And whoa,
See you.
okay, that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. See
Farewell.
you, Deepu. And Hyper Turtle, I guess.
Yeah.
Back to the FSL commissioner duties. What do you think What do we got next? Do we know?
We're trying to find a good time that works for Hockey to, I guess, take me on. He's got a pretty complicated schedule, but we are going to be playing on Wednesday. We are going to be doing. Let me see.
Yeah, the
that is
winner
going
plays
to be-
Lighthood. And that'll be tough.
Yeah, if he can make it, it sounds like some complicated stuff there.
Alright,
We'll
let's
see.
squeeze in as much as we can because we are getting
But
really
oh,
long
absolutely.
playoffs.
And we will be seeing Memes and Dreams take on you and Little Reaper.
That's right.
And
That'll be the next
Frieden versus Written Time.
Mm-hmm. That'll be the Code S match.
Right.
We're getting to
Yep.
the big matches now.
Yes, we will. And then, later that week, the winners of the semifinals in Code S will be taking each other on.
Yeah.
The Code S champion will be taking you on in a week, along with Harus taking on Vales. And then we'll be seeing more 2v2 plus. We are all done with 2v2, with Code B and Code A.
Yes.
So you're not going to be seeing a lot of low-level play anymore, that's for sure.
Yeah, it gets harder from here on in, especially for you.
Yeah, well, I don't know. It gave me a 0.1% chance of going all the way, so we'll see if I can crawl ahead just a little bit.
Got it. Well, good seeing you guys. Congrats.
All right.
We'll see you in the next broadcast. GG's.
Until next time. Bye.
Sarah, what have you done?
Kerrigan, the die is cast. This is the last day. Your swarm darkens the sky of any planet.
Forget Minsk. Forget all of it.
When we are done here, I will return to my people and accept their judgment.
Command, we've found Kerrigan. She's holed up in a Zerg base.
I made my peace long ago.
Consider it done. For ire. Indeed.
FSL Season 7 Playoffs is here. The bracket features 2 new divisions that allow for the distribution of skill levels for the players to compete with their peers, and then move up to the next level. Let's start with Code B. Tianpun plays Nachos, and the winner faces Revenant Rage in the grand finals to determine the Code B champion. The winner will then compete in Code A, where Hyper Turtle awaits. winner between the two faces, Cyan. In the other bracket, we have Deepu and Little Reaper. The winner of that will then meet the other semi-finalists to determine the Code A champion. For entry into Code S, the Code A champion will then face Haki. Winner of that will face Lighthood. On the other side of the bracket, Freedom faces Grey, and then winner face Turtentime. Winner faces the other semi-finalists to determine the Code S champion, and that brings us to the highest new division, Code S+. Winner of Code S will face Freedom,